Lifting is hard. For me, lifting is so hard for me. I'm not crying. I'm not upset. I am upset. I am crying. Obviously, I'm crying. I start off the video and I'm complaining. Great start to the video. Hello. Welcome to a video about complaining. Lifting is so hard for me. Olympic lifting, I find it so hard. Naturally, I'm so bad at it. Just getting the movement patterns in, repeating it over time, I'm literally terrible. It's taken me so long to learn it. They are difficult lifts, the snatch and the clean and jerk. But I'm happy that they're difficult. There's other parts of sport and training and using your body that naturally I'm good at. I'm really good at running naturally. I've done a lot of it, but I'm good at it. Weightlifting, on the other hand, is extremely difficult. Each time I go into the gym, it feels like it's the first time I'm doing it. And I make a lot of progress, and then I take 10 steps backwards. And each step backwards, whatever the bloody word is, each step backwards, I'm grateful for. I'm super grateful for that step backwards. Because it's just a check to the ego. You don't want everything to go well every single time. And I'm just constantly learning. Every time I go in the gym and try and work on these lifts, no matter how bad they look or how hard they feel, repeatedly doing difficult things, it's so good to make you realize that you are not a superhero and you're just like a normal human being just trying to get after those gains. But yeah, this is just about patience, baby. This game of lifting weights is purely about patience. This last week was kind of a milestone of a few things that in my training, things that I never thought I'd be good at, things that just have always been slow and long and difficult for me, I've started to tick over and get a lot better. And I'm talking about gymnastics mainly. Muscle ups, I've literally been terrible at my whole life. Now they're finally coming in. I'm not talking strict muscle ups, I'm talking kipping muscle ups, gymnastic muscle ups, using momentum and movement. But it's just me getting used to putting my body through these different movement patterns. It's fun. I'm getting better at it. I'm so happy. And that's kind of the theme of this video, is things take time. And it's good it doesn't just happen straight away and you're not just automatically super good at it. Because, well, that would be great. But at the same time, it probably means you're going to stop doing it quicker as well. When you have to work for something, it's so much more gratifying when you get there. The way I feel now about Olympic weightlifting is probably the way I felt about bench press when I first started lifting. Obviously, the ego's high. I was like 16, 17 years old, first time in the gym. And the bench press was such a demon of mine. I kept trying to lift way too heavy, far too quickly. And I was working really hard. And I'd make some progress and then I'd get injured. Or something else would get in the way of training. And then I always had this 100 kg goal in my mind. That's all I wanted to hit. And I tried for years. And I mean, I'm talking about 3 years to hit 100 kg. Bear in mind, I didn't hit it. It took me until, I think, 2 years ago, so about 6 years into my weightlifting journey, to hit 100 kilos. Do you know how ridiculous that is? Let me put that in perspective. There's some people who can go in the gym and lift 100 kilos within a few weeks. There's some people that can go in the gym and squat 140 kilograms on their first day. I've got a friend who did that, actually. It's actually ridiculous. Never been in the gym, goes in the gym and squats almost double his body weight. It's crazy. Because some people are just better at some things. Like I said, running. Look at me run now. I'm decent at running, naturally. Others will really struggle with that. But I've just got this obsession with trying to get better each day at difficult things. And I find a lot of the things I'm doing in the gym extremely hard. Like handstand walks is another thing. I've been trying to walk on my hands for like two years. And it literally has gone so badly. And then I've got friends who just never try it and just bang, they can do it perfectly. They've just got that balance, whatnot, and they absolutely kill it. But look, it's just getting a lot better. Now I can walk on my hands for 3 meters relatively consistently. Saying that, I just fell down. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is, going back to the bench press, I struggled for 3 years, and then it went to the back of my mind. The bench press went to the back of my mind. I wasn't even focusing on it. I was focusing on the Olympic lifting, a lot more cycling, running, getting out in nature. And then my 100 kg bench came. And this week I did 6 sets of 3 with 100 kg, and it was relatively easy. I'm not even focusing on bench. It just, the strength comes. Putting so much pressure on yourself to get so much better at these lifts quickly, it's not worth it. Enjoy the process. Enjoy getting better for a few weeks, and then something bad happens, an injury or something else. Because when you hit it, you probably won't even care. But it's just, it's nice working for things. It's nice and horrible at the same time. But this week for me was just things like started to come back after the hamstring. I've been playing a bunch of basketball. I think I've probably done like 10 hours of basketball last week on top of all my training, which has just been mad. And in the Italian heat, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous training and doing so much cardio. One other thing that I never used to train was core. And the progress I've seen with my abdominal muscles has been phenomenal in terms of performance. 20 GHDs for 5 sets, like it was nothing. My abs weren't even that sore. But yeah, this is what I like about training. It's so hard. There's so many different aspects and things you can work on all the time. And you're always learning, always getting better. Look at these terrible toes to bar. It's just nice watching yourself get quantifiably better at things. And you take those things, those processes of learning, trying, failing, problem solving, all right, how can I get stronger at this? How can I get faster at this? Into other aspects of your life and become a superhero. Because it's that failing and trying again, that process behind it, figuring things out. They're not just easy the first time. You've got to learn. You've got to learn how to learn. That's what you can really take away from something like the gym. That's what you can take away from building that patience when you don't get that 100 kilo bench press within the first 10 days of being in the gym. Building that patience, learning how to problem solve. Because that's life. There's a lot of problems in life, obviously. Everyone goes through terrible times. But if you are able to deal with terrible times because you've just got this huge bank of evidence where you've been terrible at something and you've slowly chipped away and got better and better and better, apply that to other areas where things have sucked in the past, or a relationship sucks. All right, how can we problem solve this? What is it? X, Y, and Z. How can we make this better? What processes can we go through to make things better? Even in cooking, anything. Just get obsessed with the ideas of learning, failing, and improving. Because when you look back, man, I could have just stopped lifting. I could have just stopped lifting. And where would I be now? I wouldn't be lifting. I wouldn't be making this video. Don't stop. Reflect, enjoy that horrible pain that you go through when you get injured, and just keep going, and things eventually work out. And I'm talking to me as well as I'm talking to you listening to this video. I hope you can see the ideas I'm trying to talk about here. It's just a short video, 10 minutes, discussing my mind this last week of training. This isn't the whole week of training, it's just bits. I hope you enjoyed it anyway, and I hope you just got something about what I'm trying to talk about here. Do things that suck so you suck less. Have a great day.